Today we're going to be solving quadratic equations. There are many ways of solving quadratic equations, but today we're going to be learning the method of solving by factorization. And what exactly do quadratic equations mean? Every time you throw a basketball, launch a rocket in a video game, or even design an arc for a bridge, you're secretly doing quadratic math. Quadratic equations tell you how high the basketball will be reaching. This height over here, it can be determined via quadratic equations. It can also tell you the height that the rocket will reach and also the height of the arc in this bridge. And we can also use it to calculate profits in business and so much more. So when your exam paper gives you such equations, or even shows you that these equations are displayed through graphs like this, don't panic and don't start giving me your bonker eyes. Don't just think, algebra. Think, this is math's way of showing me how the world curves. And today we're going to be showing you how you can also learn how to solve quadratic equations through some practice. So right now, if you're ready, it's time for some practice, because only with practice can you exercise those math muscles. So if you're ready, let's head on to question 1. Factorize 9 squared plus 24xy plus 16y squared completely. So we can use a couple of methods here, but I'll be showing you how to do this via factorization. So you have here 9x squared plus 24xy plus 16y squared. So this is the table that you have to draw. 9x squared, 3x times 3x gives you 9x squared. And put your 16y squared here. And put your 24xy here. So what numbers can you multiply 3 by that will add up to 24? So 3 times 4 gives you 12. 12 plus 12 gives you 24. So 12xy here, 12xy here. And let's be careful with signs. It's plus 24. So plus here, and so you have to do 4y. So 3x times 4y gives you 12xy, 3x times 4y gives you another 12xy, and it's plus here, so it's plus here, plus here, so it's plus here. So the answer to this is 3x plus 4y squared. Easy peasy, just using this method. There's also another way of solving this, and let me show you how. So that's really by splitting up the equation. So you have 9x squared. So let's split up 24xy into 12xy and another 12xy. And you have your 16y squared. So this gives you, so let's try to group these two sets of these two parts of the equation. So 9x squared plus 12xy gives me, the commonalities between these two will be your 3x. So take out 3x, and what I get left is 3x in the middle, because 9x squared divided by 3x gives me 3x. 12xy divided by 3x gives me 4y. And let's do the same thing here. What is common over here will be 12 and 16. 4 is the common multiple. Xy and y squared, y is the common multiple. So 12xy divided by 4y gives me 3x. 16y squared divided by 4y gives me 4y. So this is just another way of doing it. And so you can group this 3x and 3x and add this two up. So you get 3x plus 4y. So doing questions by two different methods just is another way of just proving that math is logical and it makes sense whichever way you do it, and it's also a way to check your answers. So 3x plus 4y multiplied by 3x plus 4y is simple. It gives you 3x plus 4y squared, which is the same answer as what we got earlier. Over here you got the same answer as well. So that's how you do it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, let's try to do this question now. 144a to the power of 8 minus 9a to the power of 8 plus 24a to the power of 4y plus 16y squared. Okay, so the thing over here is that this question looks pretty similar to the question earlier, which was 9x squared plus 24xy plus 16y squared. Over here you have 9, 24, 16 as well. The only difference is that earlier you had it as x squared, and over here you have it as a to the power of 8. So we can take a to the power of 8 to be equals to x squared. Therefore, a to the power of 4 equals to x. So using this, let's rewrite this equation in a simpler fashion. 144a to the power of 8 is 144x squared minus 9x squared plus 24xy plus 16y squared. And we know from the previous question that the answer for this is 3x plus 4y squared. So let's do 144x squared minus 3x plus 4y squared. And this gives me, I can factorize this further. I can get this as 12x squared minus 3x plus 4y squared. And we know that this is a statement of x something square minus something square, which actually follows this formula, which is x squared minus y squared equals to x plus y times x minus y. Therefore, we write this out as 12x minus 3x plus 4y multiplied by 12x plus 3x plus 4y. And the answer is 12x minus 3x is 9x minus multiplied by plus gives me minus, so I put here minus 4y. And let's work out the other side. 12x plus 3x is 15x plus 4y. So this is your answer. I hope it's clear. Apologies for the lack of space, but this is your answer for this question. Oh, my apologies, it's not the answer because we have to substitute it back. The x, it has to be substituted back to a to the power of 4. Therefore, the answer is instead, I'll just erase this working so we have some space here to do this part. Feel free to pause the video if you need further clarifications, or comment below if you need further explanations on why some things were done in a specific way. So you have 9x minus 4y. So 9x is 9a to the power of 4 minus 4y multiplied by 15a to the power of 4 plus 4y. So you see, mistakes are very common in math, so you have to be really careful and read the question once more time so that you know that you are specifically answering the questions, because you see, technically at this point it is still correct. The teacher, when they are marking your exam paper, they will know that you know how to do it, but you have to be careful enough to convert it back when you're answering the question, because answering the question is what is important. So let's try the next question and hopefully no mistakes now. So 2p squared minus 2/3 p minus 1 over 6. Let's factorize this completely. So you see, there are so many fractions here, and fortunately there are some similarities in this fraction, so we can group it accordingly and find the lowest common denominator. But otherwise fractions are just a little bit more complicated to work. So let's take out the 1 over 6. When we take it out, you have to multiply this by 6, because 1 over 6 multiplied by 6 is 1, so you cannot change the value of the equation. So if you are taking out 1 over 6, you have to multiply this by 6, because you see here 12p squared divided by 6 gives me back 2p squared. So you cannot change the original question that you are working on. So this is what it is. So 2/3 p times 6, 2/3 p times 6 will be 4p, and 1 over 6 times 6 is 1. Okay, so in case you didn't get 2/3 p times 6, 2/3 times 6 equals 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So that's why I have 4 over here. So you have this, and so let's try to factorize this part here. It's quite simple. Let's do that calculation that we were doing earlier. So you have your 12p squared here, you have your minus 1 here, and you have your minus 4p here. So what should you, well, there's nothing else you can do other than 1 and 1. The only thing is one side has to be plus and one has to be minus. So what can we, so we can say 6p, because 6p minus 6p plus 2p will give me minus 4p. So minus 6p, so minus 6p here, sorry, and then plus 2p here. So this is your plus 2p. If it's not clear, let me write it properly. Plus 2p minus 6p. I don't think the green is very helpful. So plus 2p minus 6p gives you minus 4p. So since this is minus here, this goes minus here. Since this is minus here, this goes minus here, sorry. This is plus, so this is plus. So this is how you get it. So you multiply it this way. 6 times negative 1 gives me negative 6. 2p times plus 1 gives me plus 2p. And since the plus is here, the plus comes here. The minus is here, the minus comes here. So this is the answer. And you also have to multiply it. Plus 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. Plus 2p minus 6p is minus 4p. And it's a plus and a plus here, so it's a plus here. Plus here, so it's a plus here. So we have to be very careful about all of these. And so you take this 6p plus 1 multiplied by 2p minus 1, and that's your answer. No mistakes this time round. And that's your answer. That's how you factorize this completely. Okay, so we tried 3 questions, and that's really about it. And these 3 questions are of varying difficulty, so I hope this was helpful for you. So as homework, try out these 3 questions. Try to factorize them completely. You have 3 questions here. Try to do them completely and comment your responses below. And if you need any help, also feel free to comment, and I'm happy to help you out. And I'll pin the correct response and working accordingly once I get any comments from you guys. So with that, once you've done all of your practices, you can take a nice break and have fun. So good luck with the quadratic equations, and in the next video I'll be showing you how to solve quadratic equations through other methods such as completing the square. Till then, take care, stay safe. This is Bango.